I see you trapped in the light of a million years ago, a golden tomb where the honey-colored shadows grow. We were breathing fire once, skin against skin, before the sap turned to stone and the cold moved in. I reach out to touch you, but there's a wall in the way, harder than diamond, thicker than the words we don't say. You look so peaceful in that motionless glow, frozen in the moment that I couldn't let go. It's just bones in the amber, a fossilized heart, preserved in the second that we tore it apart. You're a beautiful relic, a ghost in the glass, watching the centuries and the seasons pass. I'm digging through the sediment, crying in the dust, trying to reclaim a love that turned into rust. But you're locked in the gold, perfectly still, while I'm out in the wind against my own will. Yeah, against my own will. Check the timeline, I'm an archaeologist of my own mistakes, brushing off the dirt to see how much a heart breaks. I found a rib cage where I used to feel at home. Now it's just a calcium cathedral, silent and alone. We're prehistoric, baby, we're long ago, buried under layers of the things we didn't know. I'm trying to chip away at the resin and the pine, trying to find the ports that I used to call mine. But the more I dig, the more I realize the truth. I'm just a scavenger hunting for the ghost of our youth. You're a specimen now, something meant to be seen, not the living, breathing woman that you used to be. I'm staring at the ember till my eyes go blind, at the version of us that the world left behind. It's just bones in the amber, a fossilized heart, preserved in the second that we tore it apart. You're a beautiful relic, a ghost in the glass, watching the centuries and the seasons pass. I'm digging through the sediment, crying in the dust, trying to reclaim a love that turned into rust. But you're locked in gold and perfectly still, while I'm out in the wind against my here anymore. Walk away and lock the door. Leave the bones, leave the bones. It's just bones in the air, but a fossilized heart, inserted in the second that we tore it apart. You're a beautiful relic, a ghost in the glass, watching the centuries and the seasons pass. I'm digging through the sediment, crying in the dust, trying to reclaim the love that turned into rust. But you're locked in the boat and perfectly still, while I'm out in the wind against my own will. It's just a museum of us. I see you trapped in the light. I see you trapped in the light. Still catch myself reaching for your hand in the passenger seat, but it's just cold leather and the ghost of a heartbeat. I've been tracing the outlines of where we used to be, like a map to a city that's been swallowed by the sea. Every memory is a jagged little piece of glass, and I'm still barefoot trying to let the seasons pass. But the summer's too bright and the winter's too long, when every love story feels like a funeral song. I'm carving you out of my chest, but the blade is dull. Empty in the rooms of my heart, but the house is still full. I'm washing your scent off my skin, but the water's bone dry. Trying to learn how to live without asking you why. It's a slow motion surgery, a desperate goodbye. I'm carving you out just to stay alive. Yeah, look, I'm digging through the layers of the years we spent, trying to find the exact moment that the metal bent. Was it the late nights or the things we never said? Now I'm haunted by the versions of us that are dead. I'm burning the photos, I'm deleting the threads, but your voice is the loop playing inside of my head. It's like I'm trying to erase a tattoo with a stone, building a life while I'm feeling so damn alone. They say time heals, but time is a thief in the night, stealing the warmth till there's nothing but white light. I'm peeling back the us just to find the me, but I'm terrified of who that's even gonna be. If I take away the way you left and I cut away the bad half, is there anything left of the man I was? Or am I just a hollow shell because I loved you too deep, I carved you too near? Now the absence of you is the only thing I hear. I'm carving you out of my chest, but the blade is gold. Empty in the rooms of my heart, but the house is still full. I'm washing your set off my skin, but the water's bone dry. Trying to learn how to live without asking you why. It's a slow motion surgery, a desperate goodbye. Of the ghost, I'm almost free. Yeah, 86 floors and the air tastes like iron. I'm leaning on the edge of a burning empire. You were the skyline, the lights in the dark, but we built this tower on a dying spark. The concrete is cold and the moon is a ghost. I'm looking for the version of you I love most, but the clouds are moving in thick and gray, wrapping around the words that we couldn't say. It's an empire, stay free, fall 100-mile drop. Gravity's a promise that's never gonna stop. I'm clutching the railing, but the iron is gone. We're falling through the static of a New York now. Love was the hype, but the crash is the truth. I'm losing my grip on the ghost of our youth. Down we go, past the windows and the lights, into the longest of the city night. One step, two step, over the ledge. I'm living my life on a razor wire edge. We built it so tall just to see the whole view, but I didn't see the cracks till I looked at you. The elevator's broken and the stairs are all blocked. I'm screaming at a door that's eternally locked. Is this what we wanted? To touch the blue sky just to find out that neither of us knew how to fly. I'm seeing our life like a reel in reverse. The blessing we had just became a black curse. From the lobby to the clouds, it was all a big lie. Now I'm counting the floors as I'm waving goodbye. 60, 50, 40, it's moving too fast. Nothing this heavy was ever gonna last. And the past, they freak on 100-mile drop. Gravity's a promise that's never gonna stop. I'm clutching the railing, but the iron is gone. We're falling through the static of a New York dawn. Love was the hype, but the crash is the truth. I'm losing my grip on the ghost of our youth. Down we go, past the windows and the lights, into cradle is rocking in an empty room. The center of the garden has turned into gloom. You tuck me in tight with a blanket of deceit, while the salt in the floorboards bit in my feet. I listen to stories of always and us, while the foundations crumbled to powder and rust. You sang me to sleep so I wouldn't see the way you were slowly erasing me. It's just lying lullabies burning my skin, a beautiful melody covering sin. You washed me in caustic, you sang me to rest, while the heart started rotting inside of my chest. The words were so sweet, but the water was harsh. I'm waking up cold in the middle of a marsh. Good night to the girl who believed in the lie. It's a lie, so the lullaby, a bitter goodbye. Yeah, check the chemistry. You were the soap that was supposed to clean the soul, but your alkaline poison taking total control. Slippery words sliding off in your tongue, while the fumes of the truth started burning my lungs. Hush, little baby, yeah, stay in the dark, while you're stripping the skin and you're leaving the mark. I was blinded by a rhythm, I was choked by the rhyme. You were scrubbing away every second of time that we spent in the sun. Now it's scarred and it's white, a chemical burn in the dead of the night. You didn't want a lover, you wanted a ghost, someone to vanish when you needed it most. Now I'm raw to the touch and I'm wide awake, realizing the song was the biggest mistake. Scrub, till the memory is gone. Sing, till the break of the dawn. The lights, the fabric, the song eats the brain, until there is nothing but beautiful pain. It's just lying lullabies burning my skin, a beautiful melody covering sin. You washed me in caustic, you sang me to rest, while the heart started rotting inside of my chest. The words were so sweet, but the water was harsh. I'm waking up cold in the middle of a marsh. Good night to the girl who believed in the lie. It's a lie, so the lullaby, oh, bitter goodbye. Go to sleep, it'll all be over soon. Just a little more light. Silence. I reach for the coffee mug on your side of the bed. Before I remember the things that were said, my fingers closed on nothing but cold, empty air. But I swear I can feel the ghost of your hair. It's a neurological glitch, a trick of the mind, looking for a heartbeat I left far behind. I'm walking through the grocery store, turning to speak, and the silence that follows makes my knees feel weak. You're my fat on the limb, a part of me that's gone, but I still feel you itching at the break of the dawn. I'm reaching for a hand that isn't there to hold, feeling the warmth while the bed stays cold. A permanent sting in a space that is bare. I'm haunted by the weight of what's no longer there. Yeah, you're gone, but the ache is still empty, the part of myself I wasn't allowed to keep. Yeah, look, it's a localized trauma, a mental amputation. I'm living in the wake of a heart-stop sensation. The doctors say the nerves are just firing at random, but every move I make, I'm still moving in tandem with a shadow, a memory, a skeletal frame. I'm shouting at the wind and sounding like your name. I try to cut the ties, try to cauterize the vein, but the more I try to heal, the more I feel the pain of a missing piece, a deficit, a hole in the design. I'm trying to redraw the circle of what's mine, but I'm leaning on a crutch made it used to be and was, sinking in a static just because I can't unlearn the habit of you. It's ingrained like a map of the city after it's time just forgets how to distinguish the dreams from regret. I'm still twitching in my sleep, reaching for your ghost, losing the battle with what I miss the most. You're my phantom limb, part of me that's gone, but I still feel you itching at the break of the dawn. I'm reaching for a hand that isn't there to hold, feeling the warmth while the bed stays cold. A permanent sting in a space that is bare. I'm haunted by the weight of what's no longer there. Yeah, you're gone, but the egg is still empty. The part of myself I wasn't allowed to be. I still feel you in the empty sleep, in pride. It's a ghost The rocking horse is still and the blocks are on the floor. I'm staring at the threshold of your open bedroom door. We used to build up castles out of blankets and a dream, but now the glue is peeling at the center of the seams. You treated my devotion like a deck of plastic cards, shuffling my feelings till you scattered all the shards. I thought we were restoring something classic, something gold, but I was just a hobby till the novelty grew old. Now the lights are out and the game is done. I'm the only one left who isn't having fun. You packed up your heart and you left the mess behind, like a childhood secret that I'm never gonna find. It was all just playtime, a spark in the dark, but I'm the one bleeding from a toy soldier spark. Yeah, the toys are all broken and the clocks run through. I'm tired of playing house with a ghost like you. Look, I was a pawn on your board, move me left, move me right, while you played both sides in the middle of it. Now you had a game over, screen before I even started. Now I'm left in the lobby, cold and broken hearted. You manipulated feelings like a joystick in your hand, building sand castles just to watch them leave the land. Was I a prize you would, or just a level you cleared? Cause you vanished in the smoke as soon as the pressure neared. I put my heart in the bites, wrapped it up with a bow, but you're a kid with a tantrum, you just let it all go. No insert coin, don't try again today. I'm burning the rule book, I'm done with the play. Hide and seek, but you never came to look. A hollowed out chapter in a colorful book. I stayed in the corner, I counted to 10, but I opened my eyes and I'm lonely again. Now the lights are out and the game is done to go. I'm the only one left who isn't having fun. You packed up your heart and you left the mess behind, like a childhood secret that I'm never gonna find. It was all just playtime, a spark in the dark, but I'm the one bleeding from a toy soldier spark. Yeah, the toys are all broken and the clocks run through. I'm tired of playing house with a ghost like you. Game over, put the pieces back in the box. I'm not a toy anymore. The white linen is ruined, a map of where we failed. The dark dark red kingdom where our ship finally sailed. I watched the glass tip over in a slow motion crawl, like the way we let the distance build a brick and mortar wall. I'm dabbing at the edges, trying to save the grain, but some things leave a shadow that's deeper than the skin. You're putting on your jacket, the zipper sounds like teeth, cutting through the garland and the honey underneath. It's just spilled wine, it's stolen time, a beautiful vintage, a terrible crime. We spent our best years chasing the ghost of a spark. Now we're just two shadows drinking alone in the dark. You can't soak it up, you can't wash it away. The price of the bottle is the debt we can't pay. Look, I'm looking at the clock, but the hands don't move, just stuck in the friction of a worn-out groove. We were vintage, we were classic, we were meant to be. Now I'm reading the fine print of the tragedy. Every hour I gave you was a coin in a well, waiting for a wish while I was living in a hell. Maybe tomorrow's and we'll fix it next week, but the floorboards are rotten and the ceiling's got a leak. I stole time from my future just to give it to a past that was never, ever, ever really built to last. Now the rug is ruined and the cellar is dry, and I'm drunk on the heroin, hungover on the back. If I could bottle the silence, I set it for a dream, where the wine stays in the glass, somewhere better than we seem. But the carpet's soaking red, and the minutes are all gone, and the house is getting cold in the blue before the dawn. It's just been wine, it's stolen time, a beautiful vintage, a terrible crime. We spent our best years chasing the ghost of the spark. Now we're just two shadows drinking alone in the dark. You can't soak it up, you can't wash it away. The price of the bottle is the debt we can't pay. Check the bill, the time is up. Leaves the glass, it's already empty anyway. I hung these lights to keep the winter at bay, twist around the banister in a cheap gold display. Well, I'm both flickered out and the rest followed suit. Now the hallway is dark and the music is mute. I'm sitting on the floor where we danced in July, watching the dust motes drift through the wire. The glow is so artificial, a plastic kind of heat, while the real world is freezing out there on the street. It's just street lights and long shadows on the wall, waiting for the moment and you finally call. But the shadows are growing, they're reaching for me, defining the space where you used Untangling the knots for the year that we lost, calculating the value and the heavy set cost of keeping the porch light on for a guest who's already moved on and found a new nest. I'm tripping over chords in the middle of the night, chasing the version of us that was bright, but shadows don't allow. They just show the outline of the gap in the bed where your hip used to align. I'm plugging in the memories dust so I can burn out, living in the cycle of maybe end out. The ammo is fading, the filaments are weak. I'm losing the words that I'm dying to speak, so I'll stay in the corner in the zigzag of shade, in the mess of the masterpiece we never quite made. Step into the light, it's blinding. Step into the dark, it's finding that I'm more at home in the silhouette than in the parts of you I haven't lost yet. It's just string lights and long shadows on the wall, waiting for the moment that you finally call. But the shadows are growing, they're reaching for me, dividing the space where you used to be. A tangled nest of wires and a heart made of glass, watching the ghosts of our best moments pass. The light is so thin and the dark is so deep, and the space between the promises we couldn't keep. There goes the last one, now it's just the shadows in me. The sheet music is open, but the ink is all run, like the colors of a sunset when the day is done. We used to be a symphony, a perfect rising chord, but now I'm just a broken string, ignored and bored. I play the keys we used to share, but the middle C is dead. Just like all the forever things that you and I once said. There's a resonance that lingers, a hum inside the wall, but the louder that I listen, the harder that I fall.
It's the space between the notes where the heartbreak lives. It's the hollow in the sorry that nobody forgives, where the silence in the bridge, a breath before the end, a ghost of a lover in the body of a friend. I'm reaching for the melody, but the rhythm's out of time, and the space between the notes is the only thing that's not.
Yeah, check it. They say it's not the sound, it's the timing of the pause, but I'm staring at the gap, wondering what the reason was. One day we were harmony, blending in the light. The next were just two frequencies clashing in the night. I'm looking at your text, 3 dots, then they fade. That's the space I'm talking about, the bend that we made. An empty room, a cold side, a gap in the air. I'm screaming in the quiet just to see if you're there, but the silence is a weapon and it's sharper than a blade. It's the distance and the distance where the memories are laid. You're a song I used to know, now I'm humming it wrong, trying to find where I belong in the static of the song.
If I shout into the vacuum, will you ever really hear? is the only thing that's the rest, the pause, the end.
Music is open, but the ink is all run. The sheet music is open. The sheet music is open. The sheet music, music, the sheet music, music, the sheet music, 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 the sheet music, music. Sheet music is open, but the ink is alright. The sheet music is open. The sheet music is music is open. The sheet 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 music is the music, music, music is open. The sheet 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 music is is open. The sheet music is open.
music is open.
The ceiling is a mirror and the floor is a lake. I'm counting all the promises I knew you would break. You said we'd float together, stay above the tide, but now I'm tethered to the secret that you hide. I'm pulling air through a straw, barely making it out, while you're a ghost in the hallway, a shadow of doubt. Love was supposed to be the anchor, not the chain, but now I'm just a body soaking up the rain. It's the water wave pulling me down to the deep. The secrets you gave me are the ones I can't keep. I'm heavy with the us that we turned into us, sinking through the silence just because I can't let go, but I can't stay afloat. I'm the last heart left on a sinking boat. Oversaturated, heavy-hearted, drowning in the gray, trying to squeeze the ocean out of every single day. But the more I try to drain it, the more the basin fills. It's the quiet after arguments that really does the kills. I'm carrying your burdens like they're made of solid lead, replaying every bitter word that both of us have said. Isn't love if it's a struggle just to keep your head above, or is it just a slow descent we're calling saving love? I'm waterlogged, eyes blurred, lungs feeling tight, fighting for a shoreline that's nowhere in sight. You're the current, I'm the debris, swept out to the blue. Now I'm dying from the weight of what I feel for you. Ring me out, dry the tears from the walls of this house. I'm so tired of the salt in my wounds, of the way your name echoes in empty rooms. I'm heavy, God,